WCS Challenger Open Cup #1 here, as we are about to get into our round of 64 match to figure out who is going to be advancing on. Before that, though, we can take a look at the bracket, update you as to what has gone on so far.
Yeah.
In the ethereal world.
Snoot apparently is not wasting too much time here. Already won his round of 64 match against Solir, and he will go up against Revolver over there. And then as we scroll down, we see a couple of the matches that already happens. Not that many just yet, just a couple.
I think one of the surprises that stands out as we go down is actually what we're about to get into. The fact that our RinZ gentleman has defeated Showdown in the round of 128.
Did you say Showdown?
Showdown. Showdown. I said
Showdown.
I said Showdown.
You said Showdown. It sounded like, okay, anyway.
I don't know.
RinZ, a Russian Zerg, was able to beat Showdown, Grandmaster Protoss player, and will now go up against Thermy. And that's going to be our next game here on this stream that we're going to be showing you guys.
Awesome stuff.
Not going to lie, I was fully expecting Showdown to win that one.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so we can now take a look at what is going to be going on between these two players. Obviously, Thermy, one of the big favorites in the bracket in general to try and advance on through. But one thing that is important is that Thermy in WCS Challenger Jönköping, for Jönköping even I should say, did not have the best of times. He was eliminated in some of those Open Cups.
Yeah, he struggled definitely quite a bit. Terrence, generally speaking, did. And they've been a little bit vocal about it, that, you know, in Europe, Terrence seems to struggle a little bit more. If you ask me, if you look at the players qualified for Jönköping, Protoss has struggled a little bit more. But Thermy is definitely one of those guys, you know, that has the potential here to go all the way, qualify for all this. I remember actually one of his big performances once upon a time was to qualify for an Intel Extreme Masters, beating quite a few Korean and like all the top best European players. So maybe you can do it again here, starting with a rather unknown opponent in Rin.
All right, let's get into it. As we do have Proxima Station, going to be game #1. Up to the top right-hand corner in the blue, we do have Rin, or RinKokonoe, but I think we'll call him Rin. And down to the bottom left-hand corner, we have Mr. Thermy himself for Team Liquid in the red.
What do you think Rin's nickname comes from?
Absolutely anime. Something...
Yeah, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Isn't Rin a Final Fantasy thing? No?
Rin, I don't think there's a... No. I don't think there's a Rin.
You're like digging through all Final Fantasies right now.
I'm trying to think. Like, I'm thinking through a lot of Final Fantasies. Oh my god, thanks
Have you played them all?
I've played... Yes, except I didn't complete one because I thought it was garbage. So there you go. I mean, it was their first attempt. And actually, to be fair, do you know why it's called Final Fantasy? Do you know why the series is called Final Fantasy?
You're about to tell me.
I am. Because the company, Square, that had a, you know, at the time, they were having a rough time. They were almost bankrupt. And the reason they called it Final Fantasy at the very beginning is because it was their final attempt at not losing their entire company and everything. And that was called Final Fantasy, and it worked.
Why is StarCraft called StarCraft?
Because you take matter and you form it into balls of gaseous explosions, and... No?
How about there is spacecrafts in space amongst the stars fighting one another?
Okay.
Isn't that a better reason?
Yeah, I suppose. I just thought it was crafting stars, Todd. That's all. Nothing more than that.
So because it's the best goddamn game out there?
I mean, yeah, sure. It's pretty good.
Thermy, known for his Reapers, not going to be going for any proxy or early on scout. That first scout that he's going to get is going to be that one single Reaper here that he's got before going into a reactor and a factory. So going to be playing it with the old school build, so to speak. Not going to be opening with some sort of 2 barracks, steam packs, straight into medivacs, and lots of marine pressure here just yet on this map.
Let's see what's going to get done here.
It's a great map, I think, to get some harassment done, in particular if you go for quick starports with stuff like Liberators and all that, with which Thermy is really good.
This attempt there onto 2 of the drones, but they go to the gas geysers and start forming. And what else is the Reaper going to get done? Almost a scout around for the moment.
He doesn't even try to scout the main base or the gas or anything.
Poke on up here, though.
That Queen.
Get the combat drugs
So
going,
in the
then loop
distance-
back.
Yeah, he wants to delay that hatchery from going down. This is great job here by Thermal, who's getting a tech lab on his barracks. So maybe going for some Raven, double Hellion production on the way. And he's delaying this. Look at those queens, they're wasting so much time. Like, I mean, sure, like,
Oh!
Rin can
Nice
make
block.
some more. Well, oh, okay, well, it goes down, but he takes the drone out. And look at that second base from Rin. No inject for the longest of times. No creep spread
Oh my
starting.
God.
Like, those queens wasted such a long time.
Because the Queens had to walk so far away, these two Hellions have actually got a good opportunity here.
Yeah.
But not going too fast.
I mean, there is no unit.
Oh my god.
Rin could be in a lot of trouble.
Don't line
there.
up! No, 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 no! 3 workers go down. Okay, didn't get as many as I've expected them to happen, but already this is more than these normal Hellions are supposed to do.
Yeah, and behind this, there's going to be more where those came from.
Oof.
Raven's going to be coming out soon. Could go straight for the main and that middle line as well. It's almost having a hell of a time here in game number 1.
Yes, he is. Overlord did see the 2 Hellions more, other than the 4 that are already there coming along. If he went across and just had the energy for auto turrets, he could do a lot with 6 Hellions and this Raven. Trying to do a little bit of damage already. Wants to bring those 2 weakened Hellions to the back and then push forwards maybe.
Second Raven on the way for Thermal. I mean, if he has the gas, sure. And look at this, he's already making one more add-on here on his factory. So if he wants to get 2 additional barracks, and he's going to do just that, look.
Yeah.
Starts the one there, and then he can swap the other one with that one add-on that he's making there. That's so sick that he's already going to have that, like, super crisp in terms of build and how smooth it is.
And the majority of the Queens, in fact all of the Queens, are
Yeah.
at the front right now.
There's nothing in the main base.
Yeah, to protect from those auto turrets, it's going to be difficult.
It's going to be only 1 auto turret, because only 84 energy here just yet. Those do cost 50.
So that'll deny a lot of mining time there for a moment. Queen comes back to clean it up. He could have just transferred the drones down to the 3rd base. Maybe he was anticipating 2 auto turrets. Didn't want to go straight down there.
Well, the second one's about to go down here, potentially.
At least Lings are now out and about, so they can go up there and start cleaning stuff up.
And behind this double E base on the way here for Thermal. He's not taking... that 3rd base just finished on location. I think he's just in a great spot all around. Ahead in walkers, still putting in work. Those Queens gonna chase the Hellions away.
Don't want those to be able to do anything.
It doesn't look like Rini wants to go for some sort of all-in either. Like, he's just been trying to drone up as much as he could, but he's been slowed down quite a bit here by Thermal so far. He's already lost 7 drones in total.
Second Raven goes into the natural, looking for an auto turret kill, but doesn't quite get it. Much harder for these auto turrets now to get actual drone kills. Need 3 shots at least to get them done. Link still patrolling around in the natural.
Basically anything that 2 shots walkers from Terrence will 3 shots walkers in the future.
Right. Yeah. That's the way nerfs work at the moment.
Unless you're the Liberator, then you just one-shot everything.
Yeah, because you're stationary. Can't move.
Another auto turret in the natural, in the pocket expansion. I don't even know what to call it.
Regardless of how many workers he gets with that, he's just denying so much mining time on every single location. So very good execution here by Thermal so far.
Oh, the Overlords. With the first medivacs coming out, that one Overlord gets cleaned up here on the high ground. And behind this, look at the army supply, Kyle. 51 to 22.
Yeah.
And Thermal has so many Hellions. Actually, if he had an armory there, that would have been sick, because he could have morphed those into Hellbats. But I don't think he even cares about that, because he just has so much. Those Ravens still in position.
I feel like Rin's creep spread's been pretty good, but
well,
if it doesn't have the units to complement it...
It's not going to be for much longer.
No, it's going to get cleaned up pretty fast.
Funny, actually, that he scans. If he just brought back one of the Ravens, he would have been able to clean that easily. But I guess those guys still being around the mineral line, since all the units have to come there to get ready for the defense. Now is the time for the Ravens to drop some of the turrets and clear up some drones.
Yeah, definitely. If they can find a way, but at the same time, these Queens are engaging without the Lings. They need those Lings available with them as well. As the Queen's going to end up getting killed off. There you go. GG, well played. Didn't have a good standing army to really greet Thermal there.
Yeah, big cleanup here from our Dutch Terran, looking pretty strong here in game number 1. And I think he must have been, wanting to play for some time there, because he had to wait for a while. He had a buy in first round. He was waiting for Rin and Shadow to get done with their series. So
yeah, and then once he's done with this series, his next opponent is waiting for him as well.
Yeah, Rodzin from Poland.
Yeah, the Polish legends moving through.
Legends.
I'll be honest, I've never cast rods in ever. But there you go. All right, so...
Speaking of good Polish players, Sol is in this qualifier, actually.
Oh, nice.
And he already beat Zaras, and he's waiting for Strange or D3. Definitely one of those guys that has the potential to, I think, make it to this weekend's games. Stage 2, I guess we could call it.
Yep. Getting invited to game number 2. We're going to be on Blood Boil. As Rin needs to tighten up a little bit, I suppose, in terms of the defense. The Hellions, even just the first 2 Hellions, getting 5 drones and could have got potentially more had Uthermal had gone in a little bit earlier. That could have been totally catastrophic. It was already a blow, but it could have been catastrophic. So we are good to go. GLGL.
I'm trying to look for a game. Because, like, you know, we need to book them in advance, because otherwise they start without us if they're already ready.
It's true.
So for next round, I'm trying to look at...
These open
By the way,
cups.
Snoot, 1 is round of 32, he's in round of 16. He's like so far ahead of everybody else.
These open cups, for anybody that hasn't cast them or admin them in the past or whatever, they're the Wild West of tournaments. You're like, games are going on everywhere, you have to jump around seeing what you're going to get. Thankfully, we were able to pick our next game going in, but we can jump into game number 2 now, as we do have. That's the right way around. There we go. Spawning down to the bottom right-hand corner, we have Rin in the blue. And up to the top left-hand corner, we have Uthermal in the red. Challenging.
To be honest, yeah, after this series, we will have done all 3 races, right? It was a PvP first and then a TvZ. So no matter what I pick, like, I'm good, right? Like, the StarCraft mob will not take out the pit forge.
Oh, don't worry about the StarCraft mob. They're fine as well. I'll deal with the StarCraft mob.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll protect you, Todd.
When they bring me to the village center and put me like
don't worry.
On a bunch of wood.
Big and strong Kyle Aris will protect you, Todd.
Okay.
There you go.
Thanks. I feel so much safer now.
Didn't you know I train in jiu-jitsu and kickboxing? Didn't you know, Todd?
No, I did not know that.
No.
Yeah, let's train together a little bit later. Like, let's roll.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm resting.
Okay. Okay, I think I picked a game.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What did you pick? Are you leaving it?
I forgot. No, wait. I have to tell you.
Wait, what? Okay.
Strange against Sol, if it happens, because Strange play against D3, who I do not know. But I think if Strange wins that, then him against Sol would be a good matchup.
Okay.
A PVT.
I forgot for a moment there. I was observing. I'm back now.
We're back.
We're back. Observer mode engaged. Watch this gentle overlord. Oh no, we won't start that. It's too early for that. This only happens on American broadcasts. The NA broadcast.
Absolutely fantastic species.
What a lovely species. All right, sending drones down to the natural as well. Even one going forwards. Is he going to go for the gold base? Little cheeky gold. Looks like it.
Yeah.
Go Rin.
A bold play there. Uthermal, by the way, opened differently. He didn't go for a Reaper. Straight into a reactor. Now factory and second gas starting for him. Remember, the pocket expansion on this map doesn't have a gas. That's why you see Rin kind of hating on the pocket expansion and basically going the other way so far here.
I feel it's, I mean, there's 2 ways to look at it, right? If he did go Reaper, then if he'd gone gold first, then I guess there's the potential some damage could happen there, but you just send all your drones the other way anyway. But now that he takes the gold after his first expansion, his creep spread won't be as strong going up against the potential threats that are going to come from Uthermal. So he does have to be a bit careful about that. Could hit that gold base pretty quick.
Ooh, a couple of Marines are almost getting caught. Going to be chased back. Uthermal starts his starport immediately. And a reactor here on that factory, which interestingly, he doesn't swap out for that one barracks here that he has.
Yeah.
So maybe going for, like, I guess, maybe a medivac?
The usually medevac drop?
No. Because usually, like, you go for 2 racks when you do that and you start steam early. And then you have steam plus the 2 medivac and a lot of Marines. Now this is more like he makes a ton of Marines, picks them up in a medivac, goes across the map with them, and on the ground, he already has Hellions that are pretty fast and going at the same speed as the medivac, and then he maybe elevates into the main or basically attacks anywhere. We'll see. Okay, no, he swaps.
This is ambitious. The 3 Lings
Yeah,
are
this
already
is the
working on
double
these
medivac.
farms.
All right, Kala, it's all you.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
This is weird though. Like, I guess Uthermal will have a lot of Marines, but in this case, no steam pack is going to be anywhere near inside. He will have some Widow Mines to help with this.
Good that Uthermal's keeping an eye on the back rocks as well. Sends 2 Marines there to fend off those Lings that could have opened it up. So it'll be like maybe 10 or about 14 Marines and 1 Widow Mine, which has become a bit more common lately.
Check Uthermal's vision, by the way. He has seen nothing.
Yeah.
His name may as well be Jon Snow right now. Going into Wildlings territories.
Meanwhile, Rin, the Wildling Observer himself, does spot all of this, so he has the knowledge. And there is creep spread with quite a few queens at the front here for this gold base. The Widow Mine presents a bit of a problem. And
Third command center on the way, as well as 2 Liberators here from Uthermal.
don't the queens have to be a little bit careful? I mean, there's no energy for
No,
transfuses.
like this is their strong time. Man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, especially with the amount of links that just came along
I
as
think
well.
even without links, like here, that you can kite and stuff.
But now
in
they're
this
way
case,
out
though,
of position.
they're super far out of position. That Spore is dead.
Oh, Spore, yeah, you are late, my friend. The Lings are going to get put into a meat grinder if they go in there alone. And I don't
And now there is no detection.
Oh! Okay, Burrows.
If he can trigger that, oh,
Yeah.
Uthermal unburrows, then buys himself a lot of time. He could get a huge detonation.
Pick stuff up. Oh,
He gets a terrible one instead.
that was rubbish. That was 3 kills. That should have got way more.
That was as good as the Triple X movie we saw.
Truly rubbish as well, yeah.
That's the best review ever written.
It's like a Widow Mine hitting useless units. Truly rubbish.
Liberators setting up now in the natural expansion. And one headed for the main base, and that Widow Mine is still in the main.
Yeah. So really, really good start here for Uthermal, putting on the pressure everywhere. That Widow Mine is just slightly out of range.
Oh, he snaps the lava on
gets
the
it.
natural.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, with the Liberator. And drones
Nice.
are going, no! It's not your time.
He got himself the Widow Mine. He cleaned that up eventually. Now they're going to drop on the high ground here against these Lings. He went the wrong way to start things off, so...
And in the meantime, at home, Uthermal's not missing a bit. 1-1 starts, he's taking it the third base. He's got some additional barracks. I'm sure he will be getting one more.
Where's he going with this Liberator? Around the right-hand side. The Marines are going to complement it as well. There's so many queens.
Look at his Marine's position.
Yeah, it's really good, but there's still so many queens.
Yeah, but they're not killing that Liberator, and he's not mining from that base.
Yeah, true.
Rin has lost so many drones already. He lost 10 drones.
Ouch. That's a similar situation to last game, actually, but the one slight advantage he has in that is that he does have a gold base compared.
Yeah, 35 walkers to 55 Calais. I'm
Yeah.
worried for the Zerg player here.
Not great.
As the soup never lies,
It does not.
I believe is what they say.
Breaking down the rocks from the high ground here for Uthermal. Drop towards the back, still present, still being annoying. The Lings are having a bit of a hard time choosing the direction that they want to go, but breaking down these rocks will aid that. Bailing Nest pretty late, Leia pretty late, considering everything that's gone on now. As you say, difficult for Rin at this point. They still have 1-1 available to him, but if Uthermal, now pushing through the middle of the map, continues to do so, that's 31 Marines against the current 36 Zergs.
That is lots. And in this
Yeah.
case, even though, did he even see it? Yeah, I think he might have spotted it barely.
Got scam.
It's just so hard for the army to be everywhere from Rin, and he also always sends everything together. So now the army in the main base from Uthermal should be completely uncontested as he sends it forward. Start sniping drones.
The 10 queens are really important, but they're always going together. And now if he moves back here, gets himself out, should be fine. 38 Zerglings I meant before, but now he's up to 58. Getting a few more out here and there.
Second factory is up from Uthermal. Starts to force command center. He's not gonna fall asleep on his lead here.
What are you going to do, Queens? Still pushing it back at the front. Not too bad. I haven't looked at the base of the Uthermal for a little while, so let's check out. Third command center.
It's
going
beautiful.
to- oh,
It's
fourth
covered in
command center.
snow, but other than that, it's good.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's good. Set up nicely. And with that fourth base being produced, it'll be okay. Oh, and now he's going to try and hit 3 locations at the same time with that double medevac drop on the right-hand side.
The freezing
There's no wildlife on here.
Or even the penguins could not survive.
Poor penguin. What, do you mean the guy from Storm Gaming? Now, though, Uthermal hitting 3 locations, and he's going to deny this fourth base easy. Gets him
Oh, the
overlord.
overlords as well, yeah. if he gets that.
Supply block now.
Supply!
Jeez, Thermal is running him ragged. This is disgusting. What?
Running him ragged.
It's true.
Oh my god.
I can just say anything.
It's more like everything you say is just like out of the ordinary.
Yeah. Quite a radical character, I suppose. Thermal going to gun down a lot of these queens as well whilst they were focusing down the medevac. And in the main base, he's taking a lot of damage himself. In fact, they could even just focus the layer. Oh my god, they're just going to kill the layer.
Yeah, even before the Lynx can get there.
Oh.
And there's no Bailey's with
no
real Lynx.
There you go, GG, well played. I think he killed the baiting nest above that before he killed the layer as well. He's Thermal.
Not a fun series, I think, for Rin, but still very respectful here. Says GG, well played, good luck, and Thermal moves on to the next rounds.
Run ragged, Todd.
You know I googled it, right? Because I wasn't sure exactly what it meant.
I didn't know. Why did you Google it? It is there,
I
right?
researched it again because I think like I want to read the exact description.
I'm surprised it's even there.
What do you mean?
Oh, okay. I'm not surprised it's there.
There's everything on the internet, man.
The free dictionary.
Run someone ragged to keep someone or something very busy. Example, this busy season is running us all ragged at the store. What a busy day. I run myself ragged. You know what? Next time I'm very busy.
This busy season is running us all ragged at the store. Ragged at the store. You don't.
You say ragged. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You don't pronounce this ragged. It's ragged.
I run myself ragged.
Yeah.
You can say that by itself.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
So it means I'm keeping myself busy.
Yeah, basically, kinda.
The next time I say that, I'm gonna sound so cool.
I don't know. You're gonna sound like me, and I don't think that's really cool. Like. All right, well, that does it for our round of 64. That was pretty clean-cut and quick as Thermal advances on to the round of 32 to face his opponent in Rodzin. I think we're going to go to a break, and we are going to find you a round of 32 match here for WCS Challenger Europe Open Cup #1.